All right, question of the day. What is your favorite overused theme? Now, I just shot a video about 1930 and asked what your favorite underutilized theme and mechanic is. Today we're going to talk about your favorite overused theme, because I'll be honest, one of my favorite overused themes is Lovecraft, is Cthulhu. I like this universe. I like madness. I like all that sort of stuff. I like the idea. And partially because everything, that we do, being stage illusionists, stage magicians for a living, is based in the golden age, the 1880s to the 1930s. So that whole sweet spot of the Victorian era, really. And so I love that whole era of, Victorian through pulp, essentially. Really exciting. Indiana Jones is my favorite movies of all time, which would kind of be the late end of this setting. But I just love this notion. So what is your favorite overused theme? So let's take a look at Death May Die. Cthulhu, Death May Die, Fear the Unknown. This is Season 4. We're going to take a look at the expansion for Season 4 as well as the base pack. We are not going to do a full overview because this is 4 years into this game being out, or four seasons into this game being out, and there are multiple places to learn it. And plus, it's not a hard game to learn. You pretty much can just throw this on the table. One person needs to be fairly familiar. Other than that, you can go, hey, let's just play. So, let's take a look at Death May Die, Fear the Unknown. We'll come back up, talk final thoughts right now. This is Death May Die, Fear the Unknown in Season 4. And yes, I'm aware that this cord and that cord are in the frame, but I'm leaving it because I cannot tell you how excited I am that my MacBook that I thought was dead for about 2 years now is not actually dead. Had it fixed, and I'm so excited. That's irrelevant. Let's take a look at what comes in these. I'm not teaching you how to play Death May Die. We're 4 years into this game. We're 4 boxes into this. I just want to show you what comes in the new Fear the Unknown box right now. What am I doing? Some great looking tiles and mats. Now look, I obviously don't want to show you everything, but you got Azathoth and Thathothga, and you've got the 3 episodes per each. So 6 episodes in the main box. Let's take a look at some of the characters though. Really like these trumpeters of Azathoth. And the characters in this, they look just incredible. There's cultists in here, good looking good cultists, a whole lot of good player characters. And as you know, the player characters and the things in this game, just the detail is so incredible, and it matches their player art really well, and it looks great. She takes no garbage. She's gonna hit you with a hammer, or hit some eternal creature with a hammer. A couple things you can do: the expanded difficulty mode. You can add rituals and relics, or relics, I should say, not rituals, that make the game a little bit harder if you want to make it more difficult. But it also gives you powers, or excuse me, I think it makes it a little easier, but it also gives you the ability to have powers in there. So now let's take a look at what comes in with the expansion over here. That's right, Nyarlathotep. This is one of my favorite characters here when it comes to the mythos. Now, none of this stuff's open yet. Let's see. Nyarlathotep. Yes, that's right. Or Nyarlathotep. Depends on what you say. Love this character. I do want to open this up and show some cool things in here. First of all, I just want to show you that. That looks so stinking good. Just ridiculously good detail. And then, of course, the smaller version there. Those look like star spawns or so much good stuff in this. 6 episodes featuring Nyarlathotep. I mean, you can't beat that. Man, what a fun choice, especially as more and more keeps coming out. Now, I don't know if you listen to it, and this is not a plug for them, they're not a sponsor, but the BBC did a fantastic Lovecraft audiobook and a little bit of Nyarlathotep in there. So anyway, that is what comes in the new stuff here. Just excellent. Always more of what you want. All right, so the concept. Now, as you know, we do a rubric system, so it's several scores, 7 different categories to be exact. Add those scores together and get an aggregated average at the end. So starting with this is concept. Now, I'm going to give the concept a 7. Now, I said I like overused themes, but it doesn't mean that the concept is groundbreaking or anything. So it's a 7, which is actually the lowest score this is going to get on this list, just so you know, because you're worried. Concept's a 7. It's been done. Mansions of Madness has done it. And I'll be honest, Mansions of Madness does it just a little bit better in places, but that's okay. Board layout, it's a 9. I love the way the board layout is for the player boards. I love the way the main boards are. They're not difficult to find and piece together. In fact, everything when it comes to putting this game together and picking who you're going to play is very easy to find. And I love CMON and hate CMON's organizers sometimes, but this one is actually really well done. Tells you where everything goes, and it's actually fast and easy to get these pieces out on the board. Looking at Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance over there, a little worried about that, but hopefully it'll be the same. So the board layout's a 9, looks great. Mechanics, I like the mechanics in this game. The whole notion of playing, you don't want to go mad, but also when you go mad, you kind of get better. You know what I mean? So it's like those little things are great to me. But if you get too mad, you go completely insane. But right before you go really mad, you get a really powerful abilities and stuff. So I like how it plays. I like how fast it plays. I like that it's punishing, but it's not too punishing. And like, we won the last time we played, but it was close. It was like a knife's edge, which I thought was fun. I don't want it to be so punishing when you're like, we don't have a chance, so why are we continuing to play? Or hopeful, but impossible, if that makes sense. So mechanics are an 8.5. Art direction's an 8. I really like the symbology in this. Symbology makes sense. Everything kind of flows and tells you what to do. Everything you need for each mission or each investigation is in that particular set in the box. To me, that's really great and really helpful. So that's always useful for playing a game, putting it out there. Art's a 9. The art in this is really great. The character art, the monster art, their stylistic design of Chunky Cthulhu is really cool to me. So art's a 9. Gameplay is an 8.5. Yet again, I talked about like Mansions of Madness does it a little bit better because of the app, but I think this really does it well because there's the card specific to the mission. There are things that you can do. Your turns are fast. You're powerful. You're actually meant to fight in this game. It's easy to one-shot the bad guys. I really just like how this plays. And the missions and things that you do are pretty exciting, and what you do and how to do them is pretty cool too. Even though you don't have an app, it's card-based. Rulebook's an 8.5, pretty solid, straightforward, teaches you the game very easily. Now, again, I've got the Season 4 and the Fear the Unknown, or I may be saying that wrong, but I've got the Fear the Unknown core box and then the Season 4 expansion. That's right. So in here's the expansion. What we just took a look at was just an overview of what comes in that. If you want to learn how to play, there are plenty of videos on that. But all in all, this game comes out to an 8.357 or something like that. It's an 8.5. So we round up on the odd numbers up and round down at 2.5, right? So I think really I'm a little more choosy on that. I think if it's an 8.3, I'll round up. Hang on one second. Stay out of frame. If it's an 8.3, I'll round up. If it's an 8.2, I'll round down. Somewhere in the middle, flip a coin. But that is Death May Die, Fear the Unknown, and the Season 4 expansion. I'm Bryan Drake here on the Dice Tower. Make sure to follow us on X and Instagram at Dice Tower Bryan. Until next time, we'll see you. See you on the cruise in just about a week.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.